Mama, mama, can't you see what this army's done for me? Mama, mama, can't you see what this army's done for me? Oh, 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 oh. I used to drive my Chevrolet, now I'm marching every day. I used to drive my Chevrolet, now I'm marching every day. Oh, 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 oh. Used to wear my faded jeans, now I'm wearing army greens. I used to wear my faded jeans, now I'm wearing army greens. Oh, 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 oh. You live, you live, you live, right live, right live, right live. All right, there's the promise I made of doing some cadence for you. All right, let's continue the walk, and hopefully my camera doesn't quit this time so I can take you off of that cliffhanger on that shop I wanted to point out to you. And those of you that missed the other semi-mini clip of me taking this particular path will get a chance to catch it this time. So a little tunnel we just went through is actually one that leads to the Catholic cemetery. And I mentioned in the previous one that my friend Dick, who just lost his wife last year, buried his wife at the Catholic cemetery and apparently walks underneath through that tunnel pretty much every day to go visit her graveside, which I think is totally cool, totally awesome. As we're approaching the crest of this hill, those of you that were not on the journey the last time, the highway is on our right, and we're passing over the Oconto River. And as we pass over it, if you look to the left, that river wraps around and comes right over to the campground that I've shown you from the gas station side. And it eventually, if you take it all the way, it leads to the Bay of Green Bay. So there you go. So down this way, where I'm pointing the camera right now, leads down to that campground and pretty much would take us back to where I parked my car. And if you don't hear the jingle, it's because I remembered to take my vitamins this morning. The last time we did this walk, which was the first time we did it, you could hear a clunk clunk the whole way because my vitamins were in the little plastic container rattling around inside of my pocket. So it's a little quieter this time. There you can see the river on the other side. See where we've gone. And I'm not walking super fast, but you can see the speed of my clip if you kind of watch the fence here. Oh, hello up there. You can see our little friend up on the ledge, acting rather irritated. All those beautiful wildflowers on the hill over there, just below the highway. So cool, you can hear the wind rustling through the trees. Can you hear that on the video? I don't know if you can or not, but it's pretty awesome. And one or two people sent me notes as to how long of a walk do I think this is from the gas station all the way around and back to my starting point. I would guess probably about 2 miles, right in that range. Could be a little bit less, a little bit more. But, you know, part of it is the pace you walk it too. It's like going to the gym and getting on the treadmill and setting it at a super low setting and never getting your heart rate really up. You know, doing it for half an hour and then walking away feeling like you accomplished something. Well, you did. But the real big deal is when you can get on that treadmill and start out gradual, warm your muscles up, and then keep increasing it until you get yourself to a peak heart rate and maintain that for, gosh, I'm not a fitness trainer. I can tell you what I used to do. I used to get my heart rate up to the peak after I warmed up, and I would maintain it probably, I mean, at a pretty fast rate. I would guess between 8 to 12 miles an hour is what I was running as far as the pace on the treadmill. And then I would maintain it for, depending on how I was feeling, minimum 10 minutes, sometimes 15 minutes. And then I would back the speed down on the treadmill, kind of slow myself down gradually over another 10 to 15 minutes, and then eventually get myself down to where I was at a near resting heart rate, which really seemed to work pretty well. I mentioned on the last walk, this is the road right here at the corner of McDonald and Holtwood Way that leads down to where I showed you the Christmas lights. And then just on the other side of this field is the campground and the river. So there off in the distance you can see that church that when I posted some of my still shots on Facebook, Jen, a local lady, right away got excited because she's taken some pictures down the river, including that church as well. And I would say at this point we're probably almost, well, I would say a little bit over half of the way, maybe a little bit more than that. I mean you no harm, dog. I will calm you by singing cadence to you. And that'll probably cause you to charge. Old soldier, combat soldier, pick up your weapon and follow me. I'm the Air Assault Infantry. 101, combat soldier, pick up your weapon and follow me. I'm the Air Assault Infantry. And by the way, 101 is 101st Airborne Division. They have been around forever. They served under General Patton. They are super hardcore dudes. I trained with some of them at Fort Benning when I was going through airborne and ranger school. They are some crazy guys and gals. And yes, there are gals that are airborne and ranger as well. I think what happened the last time with the video I shot, because I actually was holding the camera under the belief that it was still running. I'd love to take credit for the fact that I left you on kind of a cliffhanger as I was coming down the street just up here at the end to the left, but I actually thought the camera was still rolling. So hopefully I don't make the same mistake this time. I'm guessing I probably bumped the screen and stopped the recording on it, so. But at least I was holding the phone up, so anyone nearby seeing me talking to myself would think that there was some normalcy to it. Had a real good day in the workshop today. I was able to shoot a couple of videos to support premieres that are coming up. Also get some machine work done, some online stuff done. Aren't those gorgeous flowers? Look at those. The city will hang those from the telephone poles, or the light poles as it is, up and down the main street. Again, I'm incredibly impressed with how well, and I shouldn't say this because if I decide to run for mayor, the mayor will probably play it back for me to hear. But our city leaders do a fabulous job in running and managing this city. Doing a lot of things you would expect to see from larger cities, both in services and just appointments, etc. Apparently it's Indian tacos today from 5 to 9. I didn't even know. Indian tacos. Got some geese down there, right near the boat landing. This is Shake a Burger. It has the funny little monkey hanging on the banana. Ooh, we got some jamming music out here. Must be a car show or something. Yeah, it is. Perfect walking song, even a perfect running song, depending on how big your stride is. I know that's a popular song, and inevitably when I upload this to YouTube, if I do upload it to YouTube, it's gonna get flagged. It's gonna get flagged. That's the only problem when you're out, is you can't control music that might be picked up on your microphone, and you might have every intent of being fully compliant and not violate any copyrights, etc. And what can you do? I mean, we're walking past that area. What can I do? Try to muffle the microphone? It's still going to pick it up. So, oh well. It's all good. It's all good. So you can see coming up is that church that we saw from across the other side of the field. And right below it, it looks like it's right below it, although it's way in front of it, is that building that I was going to talk about the last time. So hopefully I don't get up to this and have it all of a sudden cut out again. Once again, if you're looking for a restaurant, this restaurant is available, and Janice is waiting for your call. 920-373-8501. She looks like a real nice gal, doesn't she? Not that I would buy a restaurant from her, but you never know. Really pretty, and the monarchs are loving those flowers there too. A couple of monarchs pollinating them. A lot more traffic this time of the day, so it may take us a little bit to get across the street so I can share with you what I wanted to share the last time. I just think that house right there has so much potential, don't you? Can you envision stuff with that house? So, cliffhanger is over, I think, as Emma had sent to me in a private note. So this is known as custom built motorized bicycles. And the particular model in the window is called the Dreamweaver. And you'll see these buzzing around Oconto quite a bit. That looks like a fake gas tank on the back, and then the actual gas tank is up there where they have Dreamweaver stenciled on it, or decaled on it, whichever that is. These things get up and go, and the gentleman makes them locally. And apparently, I don't remember them being this custom painted, but they are now. So if you want to find out more, and I have no idea about the pricing, you can call that number that you can see on the screen, the 920-672-9570. They don't tend to stop for pedestrians in Oconto. That was one of the criticisms that I posted on the site associated with the city that was connected to the police department. And the very next day I noticed there were a lot of patrol cars driving past the workshop. So yeah, they got me on their radar now. But I'm fortunate to have been appointed to a board, and just recently was moved into a chairman's role, a board of review, which is what the city uses as a mediation body. They call it a quasi-judicial body. So they said technically you're kind of like judges, you're quasi-judges. Whenever someone puts quasi in front of it, it means they really don't know what to call you, but they're trying to be complimentary. But at any rate, I'm a quasi-judge or quasi-jurist on this board. So I sit with the mayor and the city administrator only a couple times a year, really, but I see them more often as I go into City Hall for different things I have to do. So that's kind of cool. I think getting involved with local government is important. A lot of people will just, aren't these beautiful? A lot of people will just complain about the city that they live in, wherever it is. And they never get involved with trying to influence the direction of the city. It's a pretty orange one there, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna, it's okay to be dissatisfied. It's okay to feel like things can be better, but you should get involved. Get involved. Yeah, make a difference. Use your God-given gifts and talents to influence the direction of your city. Who knows? Maybe even to influence the direction of your state. Who knows? Maybe even to influence the direction of your country. So we made it all the way back around. You can see we're coming up on the memorial fence that the American Legion and a woman's group maintain it. I failed to mention that. So we are probably about 70-75% of the way back to our starting point at this point. We just have to make it down past this fence line and then back to the starting point by the gas station across from the campground. So well, I will sign off now. At least I got that secret out to you, so you're no longer hanging on a cliff. So y'all take care. God bless, and